Hi everyone. So we'll go ahead and finish the last three problems in the factoring section, the pre-factoring section. And of course, we are also talking about factoring again. I talked about the different types of factoring again in the next lesson, along with the simplifying rational functions. So you will see that again. You will see this again where we're using this in the next lesson. So here we go. So this one is not a trinomial, as you can see, but I can still use my technique that I've been using, my graphic organizer. I know that it needs to multiply to be the number without a variable. So it needs to multiply to be -4. And there's no x term. So if there's no x term, that means it needs to add to be 0. So I need two numbers that add to be -4. Sorry, multiply to be -4 and add to be 0. Well, that would be +2 and -2. So that means this is x plus 2 and x minus 2. And then, of course, we can double check that. Let's just check it to make sure we've got the right answer. So x times x is x squared. X times -2 is -2x. 2 times x is 2x, sorry, and 2 times -2 is -4. So I've got x squared minus 4, because 2 minus 2 make a 0. And then, so that means my answer is x plus 2 times x minus 2. And there we go. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and go on to the next problem. Look, there's something with the x squared, so I'm going to always check to see if it goes into that term. Well, does 9 go into 900? Yes, it does. Okay, so I can factor out a 9, and remember in my final answer that 9 has got to be part of that. So it's 9. If I factor out a 9, I've got x squared minus 100. Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to do my technique, my graphic organizer. So I need two numbers that multiply to be -100 and add to be 0, because there's no middle term, there's no x term. So that would be 10 and -10. So I get 9 times x plus 10 times x minus 10. And there you guys go. Okay, beautiful. All right, we're on to the last one. Oh no, there's more variables. Okay, so if I look at this, I've got an x squared and an x. That means I can factor out an x. And I have a y and a y cubed. That means I can factor out a y. So I'm taking out an x and a y. So if I take an x out of x cubed, I get left with x squared, and I factor out a y, so there's no y left. Minus 25. I factor out the x, so there's no x left in the second term. And I factor out a y, and that's y squared. Okay, so here we go. Oh, now I have two variables. So this is my thought, and I'm going to walk you through my thought on this. I'm still going to do this, my graphic organizer. And I'm going to think of it this way. I need two numbers that multiply to be -25y squared and add to be 0, because there's still no middle term. Okay, well, what multiplies to be -25y squared? Well, 5y and -5y. Is that right? 5y minus 5y is 0, yep. And 5y times -5y is -25y squared. Awesome. So then that means my answer, I can't get rid of the xy in the front, is going to be x plus 5y times x minus 5y. And there we go. Okay, beautiful, guys. Now you're just going to go ahead and finish a few more practice problems, then you'll have an assignment on Delta Math for this, a short one on Delta Math, and then let me think. And then for my classes, you guys know how you have a summary. Also, if you have any questions, you guys, please make sure you're asking specific questions in the discussion section. And we will see you soon. Thank you and have a great day.